If you watch Premier League football in the early to mid 2000s, you all know about the iconic Bolton side under Sam Allardyce, including players like JJ Okocha, Jussi Jääskeläinen, and also Nicolas Anelka. But now, let's give Bolton a rebuild with hidden talents in FC26 career mode. So this is how the Bolton team is looking before we have rebuilt anything. But I can promise you one thing, not many of these players in the starting 11 here will be here once we are done with the rebuild. And I'm gonna try to sign as many players as I want in the first transfer window to keep them for as long as possible. So we will just get on with the rebuild, but I can tell you one thing, Kosir Dewberry will be part of the starting 11 that we are going to try and win the Champions League with Bolton. And we have signed our first player to Bolton. It is a young goalkeeper called Manor Ndiaye. We've signed him from the Norwegian League and he's a young 19-year-old exciting goalkeeper. I'll talk more about the players, we'll just need to sign them first. But yeah, our first signing is here and it's a goalkeeper. And here we can see Manor Ndiaye signed from Sarpsborg for 1.4 million euros. We also signed a new centre-back and it is 21-year-old English centre-back Ben Nelson, who we have signed from Leicester City for 2 million euros. And we have made a marquee signing here. He will be one of the best players in League One. It is young central defensive midfielder Alexandra Stankovic, who we signed from Club Brugge for 3.5 million euros. And we of course talked about Kosir Dewberry and said he will be here for the long term, and we had to sign him on a permanent deal from the loan he had here at Bolton from Brighton, and that costed us 2.9 million. Our last signing of this first summer transfer window here at Bolton is young 21-year-old striker from the MLS. It is Kevin Kelsey, who is signed from Portland Timbers for 3 million euros. So this is how the Bolton team is looking going into season number 1, and we don't care too much about a couple of these players such as Christie, Taylor, Conway, Erhahan, Gale, Randall will all most likely be replaced. Maybe Conway can fight a place in the starting 11, I doubt so. But yeah, we don't care about those players. Those we care about are the following. I will just go through now. It is our 19-year-old goalkeeper NDI. He's 65 rated, but has decent potential and is a hidden gem in real life and on FC26 career mode. Just 19 years old, already 65 rated, is pretty good to be a goalkeeper. We have Ben Nelson here. We needed some English players in the team as well, so we're going for the 21-year-old English centre-back who is 66 rated, but he's got decent potential. He's tall, he's got 69 pace already, so he can turn into a pacey centre-back, which is very exciting. We have Stankovic as our CDM, 20 years old, but he's got a very good all-round stats. Not spectacular at anything, but very good at everything. Of course, our right mid, Kosir Dewberry, 20 years old, 82 pace, 72 dribbling, 68 rated. He looks really good. And then we have Kelsey up top, just 21 years old, 68 rated from Venezuela. Decent pace, alright shooting, decent physical, and he is 6'4", so it's a monster we have up front. But yeah, let's just simulate the first season. I don't know what to expect from it. All I hope is that we can have decent growth in NDI, Nelson, Stankovic, Kosir Dewberry, and Kelsey. Apart from that, I don't have any idea where we can finish. If we can finish inside the playoff, I would be happy. Unfortunately, season 1 at Bolton ended with a heartbreak. As we can see, we finished 4th, which meant we got playoff promotions. Plymouth won the league title. We were just 2 points away from automatic promotion. And yes, we lost the League One playoff final to Wycombe after beating Cardiff City 4-1. So we should have really won against Wycombe, especially as they were the 6th team in the table. So yeah, a bit disappointing that, but we don't care. Where did we go out in the FA Cup? We went out to Cardiff, losing on penalties. The Carabao Cup, we went out to Middlesbrough in the first possible round. And the Vertu Trophy, we went out in the group stage. Fair enough. So a pretty poor season overall, really. Although we got into the top 4, so not too bad. But next season, we need to go for promotion. But we've seen fantastic growth with the players we have decided to believe in. NDI is up to 72, Nelson is up to 71, Stankovic is 75, Kusir Duber is 74, while Kelsey is 73 rated. So now let's just find a right back, center back, left back, defensive midfielder, left midfielder, and an attacking midfielder, and then our starting 11 will be complete. Well, that sucks. I just remember I forgot to look at the stats of the players in the previous season, but hopefully that's fine. Although I would have liked to have seen how many goals Kelsey scored, how many assists did Kusir Dubry score, how many games did Mamur NDI play. We will never know, but yeah, let's get into the signings anyways, and then I will try to remember to look at the stats next season. And we are just getting straight into the signings here. We've signed a new left back. He's English. He plays for West Ham in real life. It is Oliver Scarles, who has joined Bolton Wanderers from Mainz for 4.25 million. We found our left winger as well. It's a Norwegian young player that is being linked with huge clubs like, for example, Bayer Leverkusen in real life. However, he's very hidden on FIFA or FC26. I don't think many are using him. But if you have the opportunity to use him and if it's your budget, your rating, your potential, you should definitely try and sign Edvin Austbø. I signed him from Stade Rennais for 4.2 million. We needed another defensive midfielder as well, and we didn't need one, but it's nice to have English players when we are rebuilding a team in England. And we signed Jacob Wright from Norwich for 2.85 million, the former Man City academy talent. A right back was also needed, of course, and we found a young Dutch right back talent. It is Elia Dijkstra from Union Berlin for 2.3 mil. Our last player to complete the defense, it is 22-year-old center back from the MLS. It is Falofal, who has joined us from St. Louis City for 3 million euros. And the player to complete our Bolton starting 11, unless something goes horribly wrong, it is young center attacking midfielder from Germany, Viggo Gebel from RB Leipzig for 2.15 million. And let's just go through all of the players we have signed this transfer window for Bolton. We've signed Falofal, Edvin Austbø, Viggo Gebel, Jacob Wright, Oliver Scarles, Elia Dijkstra, and I've also signed a lot of young free agents just to fill up the bench and reserves, while we've made some big sales as well. Richard Taylor, 2.3 million. Xavier Simons, almost Xavi Simons, close enough, 6 million. Joel Randall, we got 2 million for. Aaron Morley, 1.5. 3.3 for Ethan Irhenen. Sam Dalby, we got 1.6 million for. And Max Conway, we picked up 2.8 million. So this is why we had enough money to sign all of the players above here. But yeah, I'm very happy with the transfer window. We only needed 2 seasons to complete the starting 11 I want in this Bolton rebuild. So this is how the Bolton starting 11 looks like going into the second season in League 1. And we have some good players. We have Stankovic here, who is 76 rated. Kusir Duber is 74. And then we have Gebel, 66 rated. Dijkstra is just 67. So we have a lot of variety in our ratings in the starting 11. But I'm hopeful we can fight for automatic promotion, at least another playoff spot. But we have NDI, who is now up to 73, but we have Dijkstra, new signing, 20 years old, 67 rated. He's fast and pretty good dribbler, so he's more of an attacking right back. We have Falofal, 22 years old. He's got physicality, he's 6'4", so he's tall, and he's 69 rated. We have Oliver Scarles, 20 years old, already 72 rated, and he is an all-round left back. Jacob Wright is our defensive midfielder to partner Stankovic, more of a defensive-minded central defensive midfielder, 20 years old, 69 rated. Edvin Austbø, he's got pace, he's got decent shooting, he's got good dribbling, and he's 21 years old, 71 rated. Gebel here, just 18 years old, he's got speed, he's got dribbling, decent shooting, decent passing, really exciting talent. So that's all of the new signings. Of course, Kelsey is up to 73, Kusir Duber is 74, Stankovic 76, Nelson 71, NDI 73. So let's hope for another good season in terms of growth and hopefully in Championship football next season. Bolton Wanderers have got themselves promoted to the Championship after winning League One with 102 points, scoring 110 goals. It's just fantastic. So thankfully we are out of League One in season number 2. Now that we finally had our full starting 11 with hidden talents in FC 26 as well. Let's take a look at the other competitions. Liverpool won the FA Cup. We won against Sheffield Wednesday, beat Barnet, then got knocked out to Ipswich in the Carabao Cup. Liverpool won that as well in the first round. We won against Stoke on penalties, then got knocked out by West Ham, and Vertu Cup was won by Luton, where we won our group. We won against Northampton, we won against Notts County, beating Port Vale as well, but we got knocked out to Charlton Athletic in the semi-finals. But we are finally in the Championship, and it will be interesting to see how we do that next season. And it's no surprise that we won the League One. We have an 82 rated player in Stankovic. He has grown insanely. Look at these defensive stats. He's absolutely immense. NDI is up to 77. Kusir Duber is 78. Kelsey 77. Austbø 76. Scarlett 76. So yeah, everyone in the team has grown very, very well. And look, I remembered to go through the stats, and NDI 57 games, 11 clean sheets. Scarlett 4 goals, 2 assists. Mr. Nelson 1 assist. Falfal 1 goal, 1 assist from him. 1 goal from Dijkstra. 7 and 8 from Wright. 7 and 4 from Stankovic, who's gone up 7 ratings in a single season. That's just insane. Edwin Austbø 32 goals, 9 assists from the wing. It's very, very good. Gebel 13 goals, 10 assists. Kusir Duber 16 and 15. It's just brilliant. Fun to have an original Bolton player as well. Then Kelsey up top, 45 games, 41 goals and 7 assists. That is just phenomenal from Kevin Kelsey. And the team is of course staying as it is. We will keep them for the whole rebuild, unless someone just decides to stop growing and don't get affected by dynamic potential. Then I will start to worry. But until then, the team just looks absolutely perfect. We are now in the Championship, and some of our players are more than good enough for championships, like Stankovic. Kusir Duber should be playing Premier League, while Dijkstra, Gebel, Falfal maybe aren't too good enough to fight for promotion in the Championship. So it will be interesting to see how we end our first season in the Championship. Can we get inside the playoff position? I think it will be tough, but we could definitely do it, especially if Kelsey continues to score like a madman up top. So yeah, hopefully we can fight for promotion. How has our team managed the first season in the Championship? And we have finished 4th place, which means we took part in the promotion playoffs. And how has that gone? That has not gone well. We went out in the semi-finals of the promotion playoffs. We lost to Burnley 3-1 on aggregate, but I'll definitely take a 4th place finish in the Championship, just 3 points away from automatic promotion. So a very good season by us. Burnley, who were 11 points behind us, knocked us out, which is, yeah, not ideal, but as long as we are having a good season, I don't care. It's probably the best that we have another good season in the Championship, considering the dynamic potential instead of a poor season in the Premier League. But yeah, the FA Cup was won by Man City. We got knocked out in the 4th round to Reading. The Carabao Cup was won by Liverpool, and here we went out in the... We went on a little cup run, but we got knocked out by Brentford on penalties. But next season we have to get promoted with this team. Gebel is still the weakest link, but look at Stankovic, 85 rated, playing in the Championship. That is just crazy. Austbø is 82 rated as well. Kusir Duber 81, Kelsey 82. NDI is up to 80 as well. So yeah, some of our players are growing like crazy, such as Stankovic. NDI kept 15 clean sheet. Scarlett got 2 goals, 7 assists, 2 and 1 from Nelson, 3 goals from Falfal, 3 goals from Elia. Dijkstra, 5 and 4 from Jacob Wright, 5 and 4 from Stankovic, 23 goals, 11 assists from Austbø, which shows that he definitely has the quality in him to play in the Championship and even higher level. He's also gone up 6 ratings. And Gebel just 8 goals and 1 assist, but he's gone up 4 ratings, which is good. Kusir Duber 15 and 11 from him is brilliant. 23 goals and 9 assists from Kevin Kelsey. Looking at the squad, we have to get promoted this season. Our weakest defender is 77 rated, no, 76, sorry. Our midfield is multiple 80 plus rated player. We have an 82 rated striker up top. So if we fail to get promotion this season, I will definitely blame the bench and reserves because they are far from good enough. But we care about only the starting 11. So hopefully Gebel can grow this season. But apart from that, everyone else is growing very well. Gebel is also, to be fair, he's just started as a very low rated player. But yeah, we need to get promoted this season. Come on, Bolton. Bolton Wanderers will be playing Premier League football next season as we won the championship. And look who we got promoted with. Millwall are also in the Premier League next season. But we got 99 points, winning the league quite comfortably. And which of the Premier League sides are here? Bournemouth, Fulham, and yeah, I don't know. I don't care. We don't care about that. But yeah, Bolton are a Premier League side next season. We wanted promotion and we got it by winning the league title, which is just perfect. The FA Cup was won by Newcastle. We went out as early, or we actually went to the quarterfinals, getting knocked out by Newcastle. The Carabao Cup, we got knocked out by Sheffield United in the first round. So that's a shame. But we are a Premier League side. And look at this team. Everyone, or not everyone, but most of them are more than ready. We have an 82 rated NGI in net. Dijkstra is 80. Nelson 80. Falufal is 78. Scards is 82. Wright is 81. Stankovic is up to 87. Kusier, Dewberry 83. Gebel 77. Austbø is 86. And then we have Kelsey up top, who's 85 rated. And I'm excited to look at the stats now that we won the league. We kept 20 clean sheets, 1 assist from NGI. Scarls 5 goals, 8 assists. Nelson and Fall didn't score anything. Dijkstra 1 goal, 3 assists. 13 goals, 3 assists from Jacob Wright. 4 goals, 3 assists from Stankovic. 22 goals and 8 assists from Austbø is pretty solid. Gebel just 6 goals and 3 assists, while Kusier Dewberry 8 goals and 10 assists. So Kelsey was our top goal scorer by getting 31 goals and also picking up 9 assists on the way. This is how the team is looking going into the first season in the Premier League with Bolton. And yeah, like, it's no point saying it anymore. We will stick with it, this 11, no matter what. But Stankovic stats are absolutely insane. 23 years old, 87 rated, 81 pace, 85 defending and 84 physical. And Austbø as well has grown very, very well. So I just hope that we can continue the good growth and that Gebel can get a little bit more involved with goal contributions, as well as I want his dynamic potential to be better, to say so. But yeah, first season in the Prem, as long as we finish around mid-table, just don't get relegated, I will be more than happy. Bolton's first season back in the Premier League has ended with us surviving, but we did not have a spectacular season. As we can see, we finished 16th in the league, just 4 points ahead of Brentford, who finished in 18th place. With 39 points, we got 43. So at least we stayed in the league. We didn't do anything fantastic, at least not in the Premier League. But as we can see, if we would have just got 1 more point, we would have been 13th in the league. So all in all, a pretty decent season, although next season I'm hoping to see us climb the table a little bit. What about the Cups? The FA Cup was won by Nottingham Forest. We got knocked out in the 4th round to Nottingham Forest, losing 5-3. The Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea, and here we won against Oxford, we won against Nottingham Forest, we beat Portsmouth, but we lost to Man City 2-1. And Stankovic is now up to 90 rating, which is just immense, while Gebel is just 79 as of now. Edwin Austbø is also 90 rated, so we have 2 90 rated players in the team, while our defense is, well, not struggling, but an 80 rated Foul, 83 rated Dijkstra. So yeah, we don't really struggle in the defense at all. But yeah, to see the growth with some of these players are just very, very nice to see that. Kelsey is 88 rated, Kusier Dewberry 87, and also NDI in goal is now 84 rated as well. But we can see the main issue with the team. Mahmoud NDI has kept a total of 2 clean sheets in all competitions this season. That is just awful, really. Oliver Scarls got 2 goals and 4 assists. Nelson picked up an assist. Falufal scored a goal. Dijkstra also scored. Wright scored 8 goals, got 1 assist, while Stankovic scored 7 goals, got 3 assists, 11 and 9 from Outsbø. 1 goal from Gale, who is just an original Bolton player, while Gebel scored just 3 goals and got 1 assist, so he has not had a good time here at Bolton so far. 12 goals and 10 assists from Kusir Dewberry, while Kelsey scored 19 goals and got 3 assists. So an alright first campaign for our attackers at least. The team is ready for another season in the Premier League. We finished 16th last year. Of course, you can see that Dijkstra has also grown a rating over the summer, which is very, very good. But I don't know what to expect from this season. I'm hoping to be around 10th place. We should do so with the ratings of our players. So let's just see how our second season in the Premier League goes. And this is simply just insane. In our second season back in the Premier League, we have qualified for the Champions League after finishing 4th in the Premier League with 75 points. And yeah, going from 16th to 4th is just insane from our Bolton side. Crystal Palace also finishing 5th, which is very interesting. So yeah, Tottenham 14th. They are the big 6 team that were far behind everyone else. But yeah, just 10 points behind Man City, who won the league title as well. So this season has gone absolutely insane for us, which is just very, very good to see. Because we, of course, are here to win the Champions League. And now we are a Champions League club, already gone a lot faster than I expected. The FA Cup, we went out. We won against QPR, we beat Harrogate Town. We got knocked out by Nottingham Forest for the second year in a row, while Arsenal won the Carabao Cup as well. We beat Barnet, we lost to Man City, just like last year. So Nottingham Forest and City were the 2 teams that knocked us out of the Cups, just like the previous season. But this time around, we are now a top Premier League side. And really looking at this, there are no surprises that we are where we are in the league, with NDI, who is 86 rated in goal. We have Dijkstra 87, Nelson 84, Fall is 82, Skards 85, so Fall is the weak link in our defense and goalkeeper. We have Stankovic, who is 91 rated, Wright is 87, Kusir Dewberry 90. Gebel is our weaker link in the attacking path of the team. He was just 81 rated. Ausbø is 92 rated, and Kelsey up top is 90 rated. And this time around, NDI kept a couple of more clean sheets, now up to 9 compared to the 2 he kept last year. Skard scoring 7 goals and getting 2 assists from left back is very good. 4 goals from Fall, while Dijkstra didn't get any goal contributions, but he's now up to 87 rated, which is insane. 7 goals and 4 assists from Wright. Stankovic just getting an assist this time around, not a single goal, but Outsbø scoring 20 goals, getting 7 assists. While Gebel 5 and 6, at least it's some improvement from Viggo Gebel, our German attacking midfielder. 10 goals and 5 assists from Kusir Dewberry, while our striker Kelsey scored 27 goals and got 5 assists. Now, let's go into our first season in the Champions League. It will be interesting to see how well we will do it now that we are a Champions League side, as well as we have now 2 competitions to focus on, as well as the cups like FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Not only is it Premier League now, but it is the big Champions League. Hopefully, we can have a good season, and I don't expect us really to qualify for the Champions League again, because we have, or maybe I do, I am a bit unsure, because we of course have Gebel, who is just 81 rated, and Fall is just 82, so I need to see some growth from them. But really looking at everyone else, we should qualify for the Champions League again, but as long as we finish like inside the top 7, I would be content. But we could also potentially win the Premier League, maybe. Anywhere from 1st to 7th I expect us to finish. It's not been a spectacular season for us at Bolton now, however we have qualified for the Conference League, it seems like, so we are still in a European competition, which is very good, and we are in the fight for Champions League, just 6 points behind Arsenal, who finished in the last Champions League spot, so we were still there and about, which is the most positive thing. Of course, I don't expect us to make it that far in the Champions League as well. I don't know why, I just don't have the best of feelings. Man City won it. We finished 7th actually in the league phase, so we reached the round of 16, but we had a bad draw against Bayern Munich, so we went out in the round of 16 of the Champions league in the FA Cup. We were so close to win it. We lost to Arsenal in the final 4-2, and the Carabao Cup was also won by Arsenal. And most of the team is continuing to grow well, but Gebel is still just 82. Fall has now reached 84, which is good, but Nelson has been on the 84 rating now for the whole season, so hopefully he has had a good season so he can continue to grow. But Dijkstra, look at his stats, 94 pace, 93 dribbling for a right back. It's just insane. NDI is 88 rated. Auspe is 93. He looks absolutely insane with 99 pace. Stankovic still 91. Kosir Dubry 91 as well, and Kelsey is 92. And we kept 14 clean sheets in all competitions. Scarls continuing to score a decent amount of goals from left back, 5 goals, 2 assists from him. Nelson scoring 2, Foul scoring 1, 2 and 2 from Elia Dijkstra. Wright scored 7, got 9 assists. Stankovic has probably had an injury since he played just 46 games, but he got 5 and 5. This random DM right there, Ian Galbraith, is some sort of a super sub playing 52 games. Auspe 15 goals, 5 assists. Gebel 5 and 4, 20 goals, 6 assists from Amario Kosir Dubry. And Kelsey scored 26 goals and got 3 assists. The goal for this season is very, very simple, and that is just to get back into the Champions League. We were of course in it last season. We went to the round of 16 but lost to Bayern. Now we are in the Conference League, I do believe, or maybe even Europa League. I'm not even sure, but I don't care too much about that either, because we want to just win the Champions League and the Premier League. So hopefully we can have a good season. Gebel, I need you to grow. Nelson and Fall, please go up some ratings as well, as Fall is now up to 85, which is good. So he's still growing, which is very good to see. But yeah, let's get back into the top 4 and maybe even win the title. I've got to say, this has been a disappointing season, finishing 6th place, a total of 15 points behind Crystal Palace, who were 4th. So yeah, this is just a season to forget about, unless we have won the Europa League. Then I will be very, very happy. Let's take a look at the FA Cup first. Man City won that. Where did we go out? We went out to Leeds in the 4th round. The Carabao Cup was won by Tottenham beating Liverpool. We got knocked out by Southampton on penalties. But the Europa League, please say champion. And Bolton, yes! We have won the Europa League, which means we are in the Champions League next season. We beat Man United 3-1 in the final after knocking out Sporting in the semifinals. In the quarterfinal, we played against Como, and the round of 16 against Shakhtar, and we finished 2nd in the playoffs. So this has been a successful season now, despite us finishing 6th in the Premier League, because we won the Europa League and we will play Champions League football next season. And the team has grown very well once again. Auspe up to 95, Kelsey 94, Kosir Dubry 93. Stankovic has had an injury again, I think, since it's now down to 90 rated, which is a shame, but Fall has grown very well now, 87 rated. Yeah, Dijkstra 92, NDI 90, Scarls 88, Wright 91. Gebel is at least getting there, he's 84 rated now, but yeah, we can definitely win something major next season. Oliver Scarls continuing his goal and assist goal contributions seasons with 3 goals and 8 assists. Nelson scored a goal, Fall scored 2, Dijkstra got 2 assists, Wright 16 goals, 9 assists, and yeah, Stankovic just played 27 games, which means he has had a pretty bad injury, which is a shame, but 1 goal and 3 assists from him, 13 and 10 from Auspe. I have no idea how he keeps just going up in ratings with like the amount he does. 95 now is just crazy, and he isn't even delivering insane numbers. Gebel 3 and 2. Yeah, Vigo Gebel, it's not been good, to say so. But Kosir Dubry has been brilliant. 23 goals, 10 assists, and Kelsey up top, 34 goals and 3 assists. And I have set the target. It's a pretty big target, but this season we have to win either the Premier League or the Champions League. Maybe it's too much to ask for, but I'm willing to say we definitely have the potential and overall rating to do so. Like a 94 rated striker, 95 and 93 rated winger, 2 90 plus rated defensive midfielders. We have the potential in the team. So yeah, I'm willing to say we can definitely win either the Premier League or the Champions League this season. Points-wise, the Premier League season wasn't that great, but looking at our position in the table, we have won the Premier League with just 72 points, which is a crazy low amount, but we don't care. We are the Premier League champions and we are now the best team in England. We love to see that, beating Liverpool by 1.2 with Arsenal, Crystal Palace, who are once again inside the top 4. We finished 3 points ahead of them, and the rest of the teams are just far behind us. So yeah, a fantastic way to end this season for Bolton. What about the FA Cup? That was won by Hull, beating Newcastle, where we went out pretty early to Everton after losing on penalties in the 4th round. The Carabao Cup, we won that, so we have won a double. We beat Tottenham in the semi-final, we destroyed Chelsea. We won 5-1 versus Barnsley in the quarterfinals, beating City in the 4th round, and then Liverpool in the 3rd round. This has to be the most difficult Carabao Cup run ever. First Liverpool, then Man City, then Barnsley, which is pretty easy, but then Chelsea, and then Tottenham. So 4 out of the big 6 we met. What about the Super Cup? We lost that to Arsenal, unfortunately. And then the Champions League, and as we can see, we will take on PSG in the final. We finished 6th in the league playoff. Then in the round of 16, we destroyed Stuttgart 6-1 on aggregate. In the quarterfinals, we won on penalties against Man City, which is, yeah, that's an interesting tie. Then in the semifinals, we beat Arsenal, so 2 English ties in a row, and now we have PSG in the big final. Mamor and I has kept 17 clean sheets. Ollie Scars has scored 3 goals, got 7 assists, 4 assists from Ben Nelson. Dijkstra 4 goal contributions again. Wright 15 goals, 12 assists. Stankovic has not had an injury season this time around. 5 goals, 6 assists from him. Ausbø 15 goals, 10 assists, while Gebel is still struggling. Yeah, he's a passenger at this point. 4 goals and 2 assists, 32 goals, 11 assists from Kusir Dewberry, while Kelsey scored 27 goals and got 3 assists. And just how good does this team look? NDI in goal is 92 rated. Dijkstra as our right back is 92 rated. Nelson is 86 rated, with Fall being 88, and Scars on the left back is 89 rated. Wright in the middle, partnering Stankovic. Wright is 92, while Stankovic is 91 rated. Kusir Dewberry is 94 rated, 99 pace on him. Same with Ausbø, who is 95 rated. Then Gebel, who has struggled a bit to grow properly, is just 85 rating. That's maybe because of his defending and physical stats, just 48 and 49. And then Kelsey up top, 94 rated. And I really liked how this team has developed, at least most of it. We found young hidden talents in FC26 who doesn't have the most potential, but we have used dynamic potential to create an absolute immense team. But now let's get out there and win the Champions League final. PSG looking to get the first attack. Joe Neves, who's still at the club, finding Daniel, and PSG have opened the lead with the early goal in the Champions League final from Daniel. Yanis Daniel scoring his 8th goal of the campaign. Gebel getting a lot of room here straight from kickoff. He finds Wright. Wright, can you do it? He cannot. PSG again, they have been dangerous so far, but Nelson this time around wins the ball. And he finds Wright, who finds Gebel, and Kusir Dewberry can use his pace down the right. He does. He finds the room behind. Kusir Dewberry, you need to shoot. He doesn't. But Chevalier tackles him, and it is a penalty to Bolton, and that is pretty clear. I don't know why I didn't shoot with Kusir Dewberry, but Kelsey is probably our best penalty shooting with 65 penalties. That's interesting. But if you know NDI in real life, you know he's taken a penalty for his club in real life in a penalty shootout. He scored then, and he does now. Our goalkeeper scoring in the Champions League final, probably the first and only time I will do that, but I did it because he scored a penalty in real life in a penalty shootout as the deciding penalty. He took it like the 5th penalty for Sarpsborg against Rosenborg, but he scores here. Mamor NGI. Can we score another goal right here to Ausbø? We can maybe score 2 goals straight away here. Ausbø cuts in. on his right foot, he shoots and he scores, and Bolton have completely turned the game around in matter of just minutes with a huge goal from Edwin Outsbø. And Gebel, PSG have just completely fallen apart here as Viggo Gebel finds Outsbø again. Can he score again? Chevalier with a good save this time, but now it's just all Bolton Wanderers out on the Champions League final. PSG Daniel looking to score again, but a huge save from Mamour Ndiaye. He can score and he can save. And a counter-attack from Bolton. Outsbø finding Kelsey. What can our South American striker do? He cuts inside. He tries the shot. Stankovic. 2 Scarls. To Kosir Dewberry, who's been here since the start. He's a proper Bolton player. But a decent attempt saved by Chevalier. Once again, Kelsey to Gebel. It would be a bit fun if Gebel managed to score, who has just been a pain the whole rebuild. Not a pain, but he's not grown at all and has not delivered any goals or assist almost from the attack midfield position. And he almost scored there. But the corner is cleared. We got another chance. Stankovic blocked by Bergvall. Gebel to Kosir Dewberry. We are looking for the third here. Because we know if PSG just gets one chance, they can have equalized. But if you score now, it will be a lot more difficult for them as Jacob Wright scores the 4th goal of the night in the game. And our 3rd goal, which is 8th goal in the Champions League. So he has had an insane campaign in terms of scoring goals at the big stage. Jacob Wright. Hakimi with the cross. Can we clear it? We can barely clear it and just get it away. PSG attacking now. Vitinha, who's still at the club, doing some skill moves here. Vitinha, he gets inside the box, he just keeps it, and he's having some insane skills here to Ahmed, and another header, but then Ndiaye with a brilliant save again. Ahmed with a pass to Daniel, who gets it. Daniel inside the box to Joao Neves, back to Daniel, to Ahmed, to Kvaratskhelia, and that is brilliant football from PSG. And now we can feel the pressure again. We need to hold on in the last minutes. Stankovic. Gebel making the run. Can he do it? Can Gebel do it? He does. He waits until the last game of the rebuild to the biggest stage of them all to introduce himself to the Bolton fans and to the world of football with the... Yeah, we have no chance we will mess up now. We have won the Champions League and Gebel is one of the reasons for us doing so by nutmegging Chevalier in the process as well. And we have one last chance here. Can Kosir Dewberry do something? He cannot, but it doesn't matter. Bolton Wanderers are Champions League winners unless PSG will cheat their way to it. Udogi here, can they score one last goal? PSG, it's been a crazy final so far. It has been a crazy final and Ahmed scores, but it doesn't matter because we have won the Champions League. And this has been a very fun rebuild. I've enjoyed it to just focus on hidden talents in FC 26 and I hope you enjoyed it as well. We got the job done. We have created some insane players and we have lifted the Champions League trophy by winning the Premier League and League Cup as well. So it's been a major success here at Bolton. But if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will talk to you guys next time.